Well, good afternoon and welcome to another camping video. But let's just get a bit of news out the way first for people that didn't see it on my community post. I know I said I was never going to do it, but I've had to monetize my YouTube channel. Now obviously this will make no difference to the people watching. It's not like it's going to cost anything. The reason I've done it, YouTube is sticking ads all over my videos and I have no control over it. So at least by the channel being monetized, I can choose the ad placement. So I have asked for the ads to be at the beginning before it starts and on the end when the video is finished. No ads in the middle of the poxy video. So I'm just putting this out there. The only reason I'm monetized is so I have that little bit of control. Please could you keep an eye on it for me? What you see as a viewer isn't necessarily what I see when I look them up on the channel myself as the creator. So if you spot videos popping up with the adverts actually in the video, please let me know in the comments. Okay, let's hope this works. On with the camp. Right, I've arrived at the normal camping spot and my favourite hammock location is between these two trees. But there's a carpet of bluebells underneath. As I know there's millions of bluebells in here, but I know if I squash them, there's always going to be someone say, "Oh, you're squashing bluebells." So I'm going to set up over here where it's bluebell free. Now we have the warmer weather, obviously you can pack lighter. But I've still got the underquilt, albeit my very lightweight one. Reason for that is I'm using a Snugpak jungle bag, which on its own would probably be okay for this sort of temperature. We're looking at sort of 7 degrees overnight, something like that. But there is a breeze, and this is more about stopping the breeze through the side rather than containing my heat. That's bed sorted out. Pretty sort of light really, but it should still be windproof. It looks a bit of a dog's breakfast at the moment, but it's only because there's no weight in it. It all sort of like spreads out and takes its shape when I get in. But that's that job done. and that's home complete. I'll put the tarp up, mainly keeping the wind off. No rain forecast, but hey, you never know. But yeah, that's mainly a windbreak. That's why I haven't used the centre loop for the ridgeline. I've offset to the next loop down. So a good length at the back there, which is the prevailing wind direction, keeping the wind off me, and a little porch bit out to the left, just in case we have a shower. But we're not meant to. Okay, just for a slight sort of side note, I suppose you'd say, when I announced that I was monetising the channel, I had a couple of people, they weren't really negative as such, but I think they were worried that I was going to go too sort of commercial and start making money and doing lots of reviews and all that sort of thing, pay promotions. It's not what I'm about. I'm not interested in the money whatsoever. This is purely control over advert placement. I will still review stuff. Most of the stuff I review is stuff that I've actually bought myself. I do get the odd bit sent to me now and again, but you know, be assured, even if it's been sent to me for free, if I don't like it, I'll say so. You can always rely on me to be honest. Yeah, so just don't worry, we're not going to go over commercial with stuff at all. I'm also trying to sort of strictly stick to, if I do a review type video, it'll be out midweek. The weekends will be just for camping. So if you're someone that doesn't like reviews, just skip midweek. That's the simple answer, isn't it? If I pop out a video on a Sunday or possibly a Monday, if I'm a bit delayed, it'll be a camping one. So you have the choice. Just trying out some cheap leather gloves. My old ones have just about had it. And Stanley ones. Got them out of, I think it was Screwfix. Less than a tenner. Fairly soft, and they're still new, so they will soften up a little bit more. I'm quite impressed for the money, really. We'll see how long they last. Now I just know I'm going to walk into that bungee at some point in the night or in the evening when it gets dark, so try and make it a little bit more obvious. Nature's warning triangle, that'll do. Cheers. You might have noticed that I brewed up in the bigger pot today, rather than the little TBS stainless steel one that I normally use, and that's because we've got chilli for tonight, chilli and rice that's been prepared at home, and the bigger pot's just easier to heat it up in. So big pot today. I don't know whether you heard that on camera. Mark's here today, but he's got the lurgy. He's overlaying in his hammock, coughing his guts up. Poor boy. Well, I've had my chili. That was nice. In fact, I think I ate a little bit too much. I'm feeling a bit, but still, it was good all the same. That's why I kept shoveling it. So, yeah, just put the kettle on. Have a cup of coffee to wash that down, I think. It's dropped a little bit cooler. Sun's still up. Birds are singing. Nice evening. Well, it's about 8:30, and poor old Marky has gone to bed. He's been feeling ropey for the last couple of days, but it's really starting to catch up with him now. So he's got in his hammock and he's going to try and get some shut-eye. Nothing worse than feeling rough, is there? But I'm not tired yet, obviously, 8:30. So I've just opened another beer. I'm going to get my book out, do a bit of reading, a bit of fire watching. Catch you later. It's about 10:30, so I thought it was time to climb in the sleeping bag and warm up. It's nice and pleasant sitting by the fire, but the instant you move away from it, you can feel it's dropped a bit chilly. Not bad though. They haven't forecast it too cold overnight, hence why I've got the jungle bag. So now I'm in. This will soon warm up, and I should be toasty, he says. Famous last words. But while it's warming up, going to read another couple of chapters and then get some sleep. Read quite a bit this evening, which is unusual. I do on a solo normally, but so with Mark not being very well, we went to bed about 8:30ish, something like that. So I've had the last hour and a half, 2 hours to kill, sort of thing, sitting watching the fire, which is, you know, pleasant anyway, and a bit of reading too. So I'll catch up with you in the morning. Good night. Well, that was another good overnight at the main base camp. Bit of an unusual evening with poor Marky being a bit poorly and going to bed early. It felt almost like a solo at the end. And when I got up about, I think it was about 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that. I could hear movement, and he had the kettle on, which is always a good thing. Apparently he'd been awake since 4:30, and that was his 3rd or 4th cup of coffee. So yeah, not such a good one for Mr. Mark, I'm afraid, but never mind. At least he still came out and give it a go. If you're not feeling too well, as long as you can get comfy, you might as well sleep in a hammock as you're asleep at home, aren't you, really? but still enjoyed myself. That's the main thing. Not much filming this morning because when I got up, Mark was virtually packed and ready to go. So just had a quick cup of coffee, packed up, and I'm walking out. But yeah, it was a good one. And it stayed dry. The only slightly disappointing thing, it's been really quiet overnight. We've had no deer, no badgers, no fox, nothing. Absolutely dead. Which is quite strange. Never mind. Perhaps they're all having a day off. I'll see you on the next video.